Hello, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Elite Weather Forecasting. I'm your student meteorologist, Mr. G, and we are going to have your midweek weather forecast. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful week out there. I know that I am. I'm just so happy with my work schedule and not having to go anywhere to go to work every day. And so let's have that weather forecast and talk about how we're doing so far at the midweek point here. Let's take a look at the first map up for bid. In the first map, we have beautiful weather down here across the south. So across the southern U.S., high pressure is in control off the southeast and the area of high pressure just off the Gulf there over the Gulf of Mexico. And that is going to keep warm air in place and dry conditions as well. Developing area of low pressure down here toward the southwest. This is going to play a role in the weather across the south and the mid-south later in the week as we start to see showers and thunderstorms work its way in. A little bit cooler across the northeast and into New England and across the northern plains as well. We have a weak weather system moving through that's going to bring some rain showers in that area and out toward the west. Developing high pressure is going to make things rather nice across the western third of the country, and that includes the Pacific Northwest all the way down to the desert Southwest. In the Pacific Northwest, they've been dealing with a lot of rain. We'll touch on that in just a moment, but in the Northeast, cooler weather to start your day here on your Wednesday as we have a northwesterly flow across New England, but further to the west, towards the Great Lakes into Ontario, Canada, and over towards Michigan, we're going to see some clouds work into the area and some rain showers as that weak area of low pressure down there towards the west. High pressure down to the south will keep areas across the mid-Atlantic and the southeast rather nice and warm and dry as well. So enjoy your day on your Wednesday. And then in our next map, here is what tonight's going to look like across the Northeast as our storm moving out of the Midwest moves into the eastern Great Lakes. So near Ontario there, so Toronto and Montreal, as well as Detroit, down over to Pittsburgh and to Buffalo, New York. Going to see some showers take place in your area, and we're going to see that work its way toward the Northeast and New England, where it's going to be cold enough for some mixed precipitation in the higher elevations of the Adirondacks and in the mountains of Vermont, New Hampshire, and into Maine. So we're going to see cold conditions and cold enough for a rain-snow mix. We'll see snow all the way up in Canada, so the U.S. is only going to see a mixture of rain and snow, but in Canada, we're going to see all snow up there into Quebec. So the Quebec City and the province of Quebec, we're going to see that wet weather change over to snow. So that's what it's going to look like on the Northeast tonight. And the Northeast for your day on Thursday. Those showers will begin to push offshore in New England there, the area of low pressure, heading out to sea and off toward the northeast just slightly there. We'll still see some snow showers up in Canada and maybe up in northern Maine near the Nova Scotia border. We can see some snow showers, but in the southwestern areas of the Great Lakes, so back towards Minnesota, Wisconsin, down through Illinois and Iowa, we're going to see dry weather move in. So a nice day is on tap for your Thursday down across the upper Midwest and the Great Lakes. And then we're going to see that mixed precipitation, that rain and snow mix, and maybe a little bit of freezing rain as well in some of the lower lying areas. We can see a bit of freezing rain tonight across parts of the New England, especially the interior of New England. And then on the West Coast, we still have that troughing taking place and that series of storms that's keeping everything wet across the western United States. So we're going to see rain showers next week as we have that big drop in the jet stream, a very strong jet stream. So we're looking at a high amplitude pattern next week as we see that low trough in out west. That's going to bring a lot of rain into the Pacific Northwest all the way down to Southern California. So all the way as far south as LA and San Diego and some of the Inland Empire, we're going to see some showers, maybe some thunderstorms as well next week. So enjoy your dry week because some wet weather is headed your way as we are officially entering the wet season for California as more heavy rain starts to move into your area. Now closer to this time, so we have that storminess we're going to see return for Thursday and Thursday night. One more storm in this series that we're going to see, this cold front here with our area of low pressure all the way up there in British Columbia, north of Vancouver. So we're going to see some snow in the mountains of British Columbia and in the Canadian Rockies and the extreme northern Rockies of the U.S. But we're going to see that rainfall along the west coast, Portland, Seattle, down to San Francisco as well. And near San Francisco, we're going to see some rain showers, snow in the higher elevations of the Cascade Mountain Range, up above 8,000 feet. Going to see a bit of snow. So here we are as we take a look at your Wednesday today across the Midwest, the upper Midwest, Minnesota, Wisconsin, the Dakotas, down through Nebraska. Nice dry weather, but a little bit on the breezy side and a bit chilly as well out towards the high plains. So we're going to see a little cooler out that way. Nice conditions across Minnesota. A nice day today with those temperatures in the 50s. We're looking at those temperatures in the mid-50s this afternoon. We're going to see a high of 53 in Minneapolis today. But into Wisconsin, where that area of low pressure is moving across, we're going to see those rain showers across Wisconsin. So Chicago and Milwaukee, going to see some scattered showers today, as well as you folks in Detroit, going to see some rain showers. If you're north here in the upper peninsula of Michigan, northeastern Minnesota, if you're on Lake Superior or into eastern Canada, we're going to see some snow over the northern tier of Wisconsin there. That's the upper UP, the upper peninsula of Michigan, and the northern tier of the boot of Michigan, where we're going to see some snow showers near Gaylord and Traverse City. So for you folks through St. Marie, we're going to see those snow showers, that snow move in later today as well. And then here we are, Detroit got some snow. Not Detroit, Denver has some snow to talk about. Now, due to the upper air pattern, we have low pressure to the east here, and we have high pressure back toward the west, and we're going to have that convergence taking place that's going to occur right in this region, and that's going to create a lifting effect, an upglide up the eastern Rockies, the leeward side of the Rockies. So that is where Denver is, right along that eastern slope of the Rocky Mountains. And that's going to help to generate some snow showers, so we can see some snow squalls. So some areas can pick up as much as a foot to maybe even 18 inches here in some of the more active areas that see that convergence that's going to generate that snow across the Rockies. Warm weather is going to be the story across the South, from Texas along the Gulf Coast, from the Mid-South and the Ozarks to the Deep South, to the Southeast, toward the U.S. And the Atlantic Ocean. So the Carolinas, Georgia, Florida, going to see that dry and warmer weather for your day on Wednesday. So get out there and enjoy that, because that's going to come to a screeching halt as you move into Thursday and Friday. A lot of rain is going to develop here across East Texas and parts of Louisiana and southern Arkansas as well, where we could pick up several inches of rain from these showers and thunderstorms. So we're not going to expect severe weather with this activity, but we will see a lot of rain that could lead to some flash flooding across the Deep South and the southern South Central U.S. on Thursday and Friday, so that could lead to some flooding. So please be careful, especially driving along I-10. We can see some issues with travel conditions as well. So that is a look at your weather forecast for your Wednesday. My name is Mr. G. You're a meteorologist. Keep it locked right here, and I will see you guys all tomorrow. Bye-bye.